2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, everybody. Tonight in NBA action, we have the Denver Nuggets against the Portland Trailblazers at Moda Center. Checking out the Trailblazers. They struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And here we are, game 1 of the new season. Kenny, every team coming in with a clean slate.
Yeah, because whatever you had troubles in last year, that doesn't matter. This is a new year. Be optimistic until proven otherwise.
I'm just looking forward to spending another year with you guys. It's family. And Ernie, you're looking 10 years younger.
Thank you so much. I'm feeling 10 years younger as well, Sean.
It's all exercise, isn't it?
And you're looking like, what are you? You're down to what, 275?
No, 575.
575.
Lost 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Kenny?
I grew some hair.
Did you? Yeah, you did.
That's a wig.
All right. You all still there? Good. We'll see you later.
Guys too.
The lights of downtown reflecting off the Willamette River in this terrific look at the picturesque city of Portland. Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And now, a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Friday, they'll head back home to host the Phoenix Suns. Then on Monday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Blazers coach Terry Stotts had previous head coaching stints in Atlanta and Milwaukee, but it was as an assistant coach in Dallas, where he helped win the 2011 title, that he rejuvenated his career. Stotts wasn't sure he'd get another coaching opportunity, but after that, he said the stars aligned. Kevin, he's now in year 8 as head coach in Portland.
The players love him. Thank you, David. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question. I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the 1. And for the Trailblazers, McCollum the 2 and Hood the 3. Nurkic is out there with Hazonia, and it's Lillard in at the point. Now here's Murray. On the wing, Harris. Clock at 6. Nurkic with the block, and they'll keep possession.
Nikola Jokic has great size and mobility. He's very good at forcing the defense's hand and drawing the foul.
And, you know, there are so many things to like about Jokic's game, Clark, and his footwork is right near the top.
I would agree with that, Kevin. His footwork is exquisite. I mean, it is top shelf. This guy does not get enough credit for his pivoting, but his hands are great. His touch is phenomenal. He loses a lot of defenders when he's back to the basket with that footwork of his. I tell you, I was so impressed when I locked into him with my isolated camera during the playoffs. The Joker is no joke.
First free throw is good.
Well, you know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
And Jokic drops them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Shoots from the line. Good as the jump shot falls. You know, Greg, Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Here's Millsap following the score by Damian Lillard. Denver needs to get off a shot. Inside, here's Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Boy, it's a lot of fun watching Murray operate in these types of situations. Keeps his composure and drains the high-pressure shot. That's pretty impressive.
Now here's McCollum. Goes up at the stripe. That one a little long.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Lillard. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jumper.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And there's the pass to McCollum. Here's Nurkic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. And stolen by Hezonja. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Hood deciding where to go with it. Lets it fly.
I'd like to see Barton be more consistent on this end. He has the height and length needed to challenge shots.
Here's Murray. That one doesn't go. Good work defensively by Lillard. Goes up from the top of the key. That shot no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland.
And they won the season series last year against this club, but fell to them in the postseason.
And Greg, when it really counted, they came up short. But it's another season and a chance here to gain confidence in this matchup.
Denver in the lead. Outside Millsap. Shoots over Nurkic, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
Jokic doing a nice job consistently finding the open man.
Now, here's Lillard. Outside Hood. Back to Lillard. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Yes, that goes in.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here is Harris. Murray right side. Puts up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Murray's got his second basket of the night.
Love whenever Murray goes straight up with the jump shot off the pass. I mean, he's really good at reading the defense and really good at quick shooting.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 5. Pass to McCollum. Outside Hood. Back to McCollum. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Portland the foul.
You know, one of the things that's fun to watch, guys, is the evolution of a player. And Barton has really evolved into a solid player. Even though he was a second-round pick, he's come a long way.
That free throw good from Barton. And Clark, one thing that makes Will Barton so good is that he fits right in among any group of players.
And I like the pace he plays with, guys. He doesn't seem to force the issue. He lets the game come to him, and when he has opportunities to explode, he usually does. He's always moving. He's active at both ends. He's a high-quality performer.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard with it over Murray. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
It's good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's McCollum following the score by Jamal Murray. Lillard from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 9 points for Damian Lillard. Lillard against Murray. To the paint, 11 feet away, and Denver again with the bucket.
Jokic is such a developed offensive player. He's really good at taking advantage of these mid-range spots.
Lillard finds Hood. And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game. Now, Nurkic. Outside Hood. 6 on the shot clock. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Denver leading by 4. Harris looking it over. Here's Jokic, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Jokic has got 6.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Lillard from outside. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game, and he comes up with the deuce. He's got 9.
I think his unselfish attitude is really a big part of what makes Millsap a leader on the court, and the ability to make some dynamic passes doesn't hurt either.
Here's McCollum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Putting up a goose egg bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Lillard from outside. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. The feed to Millsap. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Hood against Barton. Hood kicks to Nurkic. And a wide open look for McCollum. Off target from outside.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Whiteside's checked in for Portland. And Denver also making a switch. Monte Morris is checked in for Harris. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And, you know, despite the bittersweet ending for the Nuggets, what a great year that team had. Won their division and finished 2nd in the West. Outstanding season that had them falling out in the 2nd round. But nonetheless, kudos to the Nuggets.
For the Trailblazers, Pau Gasol is checked in for Nurkic. Little comes in for Rodney Hood, and it's Kent Bazemore in for McCollum. Denver also making some changes. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Millsap. Jeremy Grant comes in for Barton, and it's Beasley in for Jamal Murray. And that one's good. Lillard. Hey, Clark, and with the Nuggets, what a series it was against the Blazers.
And, you know, arguably, guys, I think the most exciting series of the postseason, a Game 7 and a 4 overtime game. I remember staying up. I couldn't believe that I continued to stay up for that game. It was just that good, even though the hour was late in the East. I think the Nuggets can keep their heads up high, and they're going to be a factor in the West going forward.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Pass to Bazemore. Lets a floater go, and Lillard with the lay-in. Lillard's got 14.
I like when Lillard gets a little tricky with it. Outstanding at measuring the floater and dropping it in.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. And the pass to Jokic. Out to Morris from downtown. Little with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 14. That shot misses. To the left side wing. The wide open shot by Little. No good with the wing jumper.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Pass to Plumlee. He kicks to Grant. Morris against Lillard. Here's Beasley. The Nuggets with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 3. Takes the 13-footer. Jokic grabs the miss. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Beasley gets it to go on the assist by Morris.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And here's Bazemore. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Lillard outside. Gasol trying to free himself up. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Morris right side. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. No good on the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Little can't hit.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Pass to Plumlee. Wants to get it to Beasley and does. That one's not going to go. Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Bazemore, and it's sent back by Plumlee, and they're able to recover. Right side, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. It really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nuggets.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
No good on that one.
And the medical red flags for Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft. 2 back surgeries in less than a year. An injury suffered initially in his sophomore year of high school. The risk is there, but if his body holds up, potentially a star in the making.
And he's good on the second. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all play ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
Here's Bazemore. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Little lays it up off the glass. Now just a 2-point Denver lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here is Morris. Beasley with a clean look. Misses the 3. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Denver Nuggets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the keys.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent, let's play hard, let's do all of these things. And I think as competitors, as professional athletes, we're going to play hard. You're going to be competitive because we're competitors. We don't make it to this level for no reason. But I think at this level, you also have egos.
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Collins. Kent Bazemore is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Little, and it's Whiteside in at the 5 spot. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. They've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. Free throw drops in for Beasley. Clark, we have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, a former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
Lillard misses.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
It's stolen by Little, and that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul. McCollum's checked in for Damian Lillard. Murray's checked in for the Nuggets. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Bazemore kicks to Whiteside. He goes up again. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, guys, you got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
Well, he might not be blocking 4 shots a game anymore, but Hassan Whiteside's still a factor in the paint defensively.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good, Whiteside. And with Whiteside, his size and length set him apart from others defensively. Greg, even at the center position.
You just can't ignore the reach and coverage that Whiteside has when he's in the paint. Even though the block numbers aren't what they once were, the amount of shots he changes is still very high.
Feeds to Grant, stolen by McCollum. Now here's Little, guarded by Porter. McCollum passes to Bazemore. Little dishes to Bazemore. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bazemore's got the lead up to 3 now for Portland. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Now here's Murray. He's got 9. 4 on the shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Well, I tell you what, Murray is quite skilled at drawing these types of fouls. He loves getting himself to the line. You know, you look at Jamal Murray, and this guy just seems to be a natural scorer. Has no problem scoring the basketball from anywhere and all angles. Has tremendous confidence at the offensive end. And guys, I think he's just scratching the surface.
And he makes the first. And with the way Murray scores, Clark, he's a great fit for the Nuggets.
Yeah, I agree with that, Kevin, because the team has plenty of playmakers and guys like Jokic, and that takes some of the playmaking pressure away from Murray. It allows Murray to simply just focus on what he does best, which is put the ball in the basket.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Whiteside. Mario Hezonja comes in for Little. Rodney Hood subbed in for Kent Bazemore. McCollum finds Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Harris against Hood. In the corner, Collins with it. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Passes to Millsap. The feed to Plumlee. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And stolen by Hezonja. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Barton is checked in. McCollum outside. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Hezonja from out on the wing, he knocks it down. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Well, you got to really get into Hezonja's airspace because he's looking to pull as soon as that ball hits his hands.
Here's Murray. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
And so Murray nails both of them. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now the pass to Millsap. Back to Murray. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Millsap's got 3 assists now in this one.
Jamal Murray is what we call a professional scorer, a hired gun. This guy can torch you because of that shot.
Now here's McCollum. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And you look at the shot chart from McCollum. He's a threat, Greg, from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in. And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
I love the way Gary Harris has played early in his career, but I think last season was solid, but a step back from what he was hoping for. His scoring and shooting dipped, and he just couldn't seem to find the consistency that he wanted all season long.
Now here's Collins. He has 6. Outside Hood. Floats one. Denver grabs the miss. And for Harris, not the way he wanted to start the first year of his 4-year deal.
And, you know, given that he was in and out of the lineup and fighting injuries, I don't think it's something that he should worry about. I mean, Harris is still an outstanding player. He's got tremendous upside, and I think he's going to be outstanding as he grows in the league.
Here's McCollum. Pass to Hazanya. Back to McCollum. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Millsap. Back to Murray. Here's the 3. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Millsap's got his 4th assist in this one. Hood with it. It's McCollum on the wing. Nurkic in the post. He's against Jokic. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Over Collins. And the shot is long.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on. And look, a tough rookie season for Zach Collins, but boy, he's bounced back. Much better in terms of shooting, showing why he was taken in the top 10 back in 2017.
And the first one at the line is good. And you look at Collins, able to protect the rim and space the floor offensively.
And fits that modern template for an NBA center. Time will tell how good he can be, but he's already making an impact.
Pau Gasol is checked in for Nurkic.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill and physical.
Now here's McCollum following the missed shot by Will Barton. Outside Hood. Dishes it to Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Not going to go that time. And it's Denver the other way. To the middle. Here's Harris. Passes it to Jokic. No good. Shot missing. Collins with some nice D. And it's Hood in the corner. From the arc. Cans it from downtown. Hood's got the lead up to 7 now for Portland.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now, here's Jokic. He has 6. Millsap has the open look. And again, Denver no good.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Lasagna, the pass to McCollum. Now Hazonia. Back to McCollum. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Here's Barton. And stolen by Hazonia. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. The Trailblazers have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Denver also making some changes. Jeremy Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And Monte Morris subbed in for Gary Harris. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Barton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Trailblazers. They'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. And then on Sunday, they continue the road trip heading out to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
That free throw good from Barton. A lot of different ways, Clark, to construct a roster. What would be your preference as a general manager? Any direction you might want to go?
Well, obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game, I think those are the pieces that you really need to start with.
Because there's so much spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly, and I failed to mention a two-way player at that wing spot who can defend multiple positions but also has a pretty strong offensive skill set.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 18. Good defense by Jokic.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Nice to see Murray take it strong to the rack. Pretty good finisher he is inside.
Here's Lillard. A floater. He takes it up and lays it in. Lillard's got 20 points.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Here's Murray. He's got 20. The pass to Jokic. Beyond the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists tonight.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Morris finds Murray. Lillard against Grant. Bazemore. No one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Nuggets trail by 5. And the dunk by Grant.
Man, I like the aggressiveness of Grant. Really taking it strong to the cup.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them. Here's Lillard. And the layup's good off the glass. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Grant outside. 1:36 left to play in the first half. Three-pointer, Barton. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Lillard, right side. Bazemore inside the three-point line. And again, it's Portland converting.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Jokic draws the double. That one good for 2.
Boy, he could have taken himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
1:02 left to play here in the second quarter. And the foul on Jamal Murray. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. For Portland, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. Free throw good, McCollum.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Plumlee comes in for Will Barton, and it's Malik Beasley in for Jamal Murray. Morris with the bucket.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's McCollum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Good on the second free throw. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And here is Morris. 7 points in the game. Over Lillard. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Morris.
Well, I love what he's done in this first half, at least so far. Increasing confidence every time down the floor. You can see it.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Kicks it out to Beasley. Over McCollum. Good D by McCollum.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Trailblazers. They lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell your team?
We just got to compete. You know, keep competing, trust each other, and make plays.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He ended up with 22 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, I thought that turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled, and they gave the team some energy. And then they started to score baskets. That was a bonus.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
They were really efficient, great approach offensively. Their shot selection was first rate. They were always working hard to get good looks. That can't change in the second half. They need to be just as well organized as they have been so far.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. So out there for the Nuggets right now, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Will Barton is out there with Plumlee, and it's Jokic in at the 5.
I love watching Nurkic set hard screens and then roll with purpose. Great job in the creativity there from the pick and roll.
Good. And that's now 22 points for Jamal Murray.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Now here's McCollum. And one thing you have to love about Gary Harris, the way he can explode to the rim.
And Harris is a natural scorer from all parts of the floor, but he can just rocket himself for dunks you aren't used to seeing from players of his size and stature.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. They've led by as much as 10. McCollum trying to get open, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Murray, the pass to Plumlee. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists now in the game.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. McCollum against Harris. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 10 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Murray, good.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
And here are the Trailblazers now. It's a 1-point game. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Over Murray. Tries again. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Jusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game? The Bosnian Beast making a name for himself.
Barton, no luck.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
Let's take a look at numbers for Jusuf Nurkic. Last season, he played outstanding. He put up about 15 points a game last season, 10 rebounds and 3 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Here's Hood, following the score by Jamal Murray. McCollum kicks to Hood, a 3-ball. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's Barton with the drive.
Running with purpose. Whenever Barton gets a lane right to the rim, he's going to rise up with power and throw it down.
The Trailblazers have gone 4-6 from the field since the start of the third. Pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard over Murray. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter. The Nuggets trail. Murray surveying the D. Down low. And it's Barton that time on the assist by Murray. Murray's got his 8th assist in the game. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. With the floater, Lillard misses.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And it's Jokic missing. And for Portland, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Lillard outside. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 29 in the game.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
On the wing, Harris. Over McCollum. Harris misses. Portland leading by 3. Feeds it to Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Now here's Millsap. Harris outside. Nurkic with the block. And the foul on Will Barton. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Trailblazers, Collins checked in for Mario Hezonja. And it's Little in for Hood. And Denver with a change here too. Porter's checked in. Here's Little. Pass to Nurkic. Over Jokic. He sinks the 11-footer. 11 points for Nurkic.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Got a piece of it and stolen by Murray.
Boy, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first half to quite a few here in the second.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Portland.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close range points. You got to have those.
And Porter drops them both. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. To the inside, Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now here's Murray. 26 points for him. No coverage that time. And that's 12 points for Jokic.
You know, each season, Jokic seems to improve his outside jumper, which means the defense has to respect his range.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. They've led by as much as 10. Lillard outside. They get the rebound. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic. Nurkic has got 15.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Murray outside. Shoots from the baseline. Rebounded by McCollum. Portland leading by 6. To the wing right side. 3-pointer Lillard. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 16th rebound on the night. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding.
but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
Both free throws good for Millsap.
You look at Paul Millsap, one of my favorite players. Came into the league after 3 years of college as an undersized power forward who has shown that he not only can rebound, but has become an all-star scorer, too.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. And year in and year out, Paul Millsap finds a way, Clark, to get it done.
He does, guys. I mean, he's just rock solid. An all-star player multiple times. All he does is help his team win, and he does it in ways beyond just scoring and rebounding. He can open up space with his shooting. He's an outstanding passer, and he's also good at the defensive end and picking people's pockets.
Whiteside's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor and then instant and finishing on the break.
Now, here is Morris. He's got 9. Here's Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Hassan Whiteside. Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Trailblazers leading by 7. Bazemore finds Whiteside. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Bazemore misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And here are the Trailblazers now. The Nuggets getting the bucket. And it comes off the front of the rim.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Porter against Lillard. Puts it up from 12. And it's Portland with the rebound. Lillard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Little. Here's Gasol. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Gasol is a master at utilizing his strength inside, forcing the defense to become physical with him whenever he has the ball in deep.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. The first one falls.
And over the years, Gasol has proven himself to be a valuable teammate. Someone guys love to be around. A guy that plays well with just about anybody.
Mario Hezonja's checked in for Little. Now, here is Morris. 9 points in the game so far. Grant up top, defended by Gasol. And stolen by Whiteside. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Grant after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Clock at 4. Morris kicks to Porter. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Looking at the numbers for Millsap. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 12 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. and you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
Nobody near Lillard. They get it back. Right side, no good. The Nuggets trail by 9. Morris into the lane. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Millsap's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Always beneficial to have a guy like Millsap on the floor. His vision, very impressive.
Lillard with it. 33 points for him. Here's the teardrop. He can't get that one to fall. And the Nuggets going the other way. Outside Porter. And it's Grant in the corner. Morris outside. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Porter. Shoots over Bazemore. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And the 3-ball is good. Lillard's got 36.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Morris against Lillard. The kick out to Porter. Shoots over Lillard. Porter, no luck.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
With the break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Nuggets #1. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
So many second chance opportunities for both of these clubs a season ago, and they really took advantage.
And the first one drops.
Man, what a season it was for the Nuggets and Coach Mike Malone. He helped the Nuggets move into elite status in the West. You know, they went from out of the playoffs in 2018 to second in the West in 2019.
Plumlee is checked in for Michael Porter. And so Bazemore nails both of them. And Clark, the media recognizing Malone by naming him a Coach of the Year finalist.
Well, you think about the way the Nuggets defense improved last year. It's testimony to Mike Malone and his attention to detail, particularly at the defensive end. The roster's all in on Malone as their leader, and that means the Nuggets are going to be a force for a while.
Now here's Millsap. Takes the elbow jumper and trains it. Millsap's got 4 this quarter.
It's good to see Millsap rise up from mid-range because he's pretty proficient from there.
Lasagna, the pass to Bazemore. Back to Hezonja. He feeds it to Gasol and finished off by Gasol.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Now here's Beasley. To the right side. Millsap. Another miss by Millsap.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Beautiful offense. Lillard creates time and again down the floor, whether it be for himself or for his teammates.
Morris finds Millsap. It's Beasley on the wing. And another miss by Denver. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Damian Lillard out there with Kent Bazemore. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then it's Pau Gasol. And it's Whiteside in at the center position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. And that one's good. Millsap.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Lillard from outside. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now Barton. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Gasol kicks it to Bazemore. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And the Trailblazers lead by 13. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. Passes it to Plumlee. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Millsap misses.
You know, his scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Here's Bazemore. Barton with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 13. There's the feed to Millsap. And it's Grant in the corner. The Nuggets with another miss. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And Hood with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists here tonight. Denver's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Beasley kicks to Millsap. Beasley outside. Poked loose. The dish to Barton. 5 on the clock. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. McCollum's checked in for Portland. And Denver also making a switch. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Now here's McCollum. Kicks to Lillard. Outside Hood. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Nurkic checked in for Pau Gasol. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic, he's checked in for Millsap. And it's Gary Harris in for Beasley. McCollum outside. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
You can tell Gary Harris is thinking of firing that shot even as the pass is coming his way.
McCollum against Harris. McCollum outside. To the paint. Here's Lillard.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Here's Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
The pass to McCollum. Count that one. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Murray kicks to Jokic. And Denver again with the bucket.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Lillard. to the left wing. Nobody near Nurkic. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush. You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Hits the three-point bomb. And 11 points for Will Barton.
It's obvious that Barton's jump shot has come a long way. Right now, he's pretty solid at catching and shooting.
Portland leading by 11. Lillard, the pass to Hood. Back to Lillard. The 11-footer. Good. He hits the jump shot. Lillard's got 43 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Inside, here's Plumlee. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Nurkic. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest. Pass to McCollum. It's stolen by Harris.
Yeah, this is not about charity, folks. That's his fourth giveaway already. He's letting his guard down out there.
And, you know, really, when you look at it, Murray is quite crafty at getting contact on his drive. I like his fearlessness going to the hole.
The first free throw is good. And so Murray nails both of them.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Harris against McCollum. He kicks it to Nurkic. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. Barton drives in on the wing. Harris nailed from three-point land.
Nice looking outside stroke by Harris. Give him room to pull the trigger, and he'll light you up from there.
Trailblazers leading by 11. Outside Hood. Shoots over Barton. And it's Denver with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Doubled by McCollum. Nurkic with the steal. Lillard from outside. Here's Whiteside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
Pass to Hood. McCollum up top over Harris. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
He gets that one.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Now here is Harris. Here's Jokic. Offline with his three.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
The Nuggets trail by 9. Down low. Here's Millsap. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's Lillard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lillard's got 45 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Jokic kicks to Harris. Lets it go from deep. And no good. Good D by McCollum. Hazonia with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
The offensive rebound. Here's Millsap. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
A second chance effort. And Nurkic finishes inside. Nurkic has got 22 points.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And it's Murray penetrating. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
Here's Lillard.
Hey, yo, get on Dave.
Outside Hood. The pass to McCollum. This one for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. McCollum's got 7 points here in this quarter.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Got a piece of it.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
Guys, it's been their weakness to this point in the game, but they're still alive.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Pass to Hazonia. Tries yet again. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And the Trailblazers lead by 12. Denver's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Murray finds Jokic. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Hazonia. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Let's just call him No Fear Hazonia, a committed scorer who knows how to ward off contact.
Harris inside. He is guarded by McCollum. Here's Barton. Poked away.
and every miss finds its way to his hands. What an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool, because sometimes the rookie of the year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year. Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. So a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. And here's Hood following Paul Millsap's three. Shot clock at 6. Here's McCollum. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. And he knocks down the first one. And so McCollum nails both of them. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Trailblazers.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And in what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one against the Nuggets.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lillard.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. And do we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. You know, we did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.